Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Saturday, February the 1st, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we get some good ones here. Now we have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out at different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome, the great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, so I did end up re-rolling a daily challenge. It was to complete a daily ops, and I got this one here instead. Kill a Scorched 10, so I'll definitely take it. And as you can see, we have double score weekend continuing. Of course, this started this past Thursday, January the 30th, and we'll have this right up to Monday, February the 3rd, 2025, which is pretty awesome. Now, if you are wondering why I have a little bit more score going on than you, despite the double score weekend, I do have a 25% boost going on right now, as you can see in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, of course, as a little bit of a misconception, I always like to kind of mention this when we have double score weekends, just in case someone stumbles across this video. You will come across older information from back in the day where people were saying save your weekly challenges for double score weekend. But weekly challenges nowadays are not affected by double score weekend, okay? Only your daily challenges are, right? So just an FYI, you could do your weekly challenges at any time. And another good question I get asked is, can we use a score booster on top of maybe the Fallout First or the Season Pass bonus score that you get of the current Season 19 Season Pass? So as you can see, I have 25%, and we're going to use a score booster drink, which is going to give us another 25% for 24 hours. Of course, we can only use one score booster drink per day. Let's go ahead and apply that bad boy. Now, if you never see your score popping up, okay, there's nothing wrong with your game. All you do is you back out, and you go back into it again, and you'll see it pop up. There we go, just like that. All right, so just an FYI there. Now we are at 50% boost. Pretty awesome. All right, let's take a look here. Scrap junk to produce Fertilizer 5. So Fertilizer is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method at a Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead inside here. If I can get inside, there we go. Let's go ahead and go craft at Tinker's Workbench. We're going to go bulk. Down here to the F section, so to bulk 1 fertilizer, you need 2 plastic and 20 raw fertilizer from your stash or scrap box. Go ahead and you bulk your 1 fertilizer, then you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge, or sometimes weekly challenge. And more so for the people that are kind of short on time, or for the people that are kind of just want to get things done quick and easy. Excuse me for a second. Holy mackerel, I almost sneezed there. Wow. Hole in their back, baby. Hole in their back. Okay, as I was saying, so bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at there. All right. Now, if you are looking for fertilizer, there are camp resources that we do have in the game, and they're on the same slot on the resource page, or resource tab, I should say, under the building menu. It is this rad pheasant cubes you can see will collect raw fertilizer. Okay, so I think there's a rabbit one, and there's a chicken version of this as well that you can buy using gold bullion. But that's just one example if you're eventually looking for fertilizer. And of course, we do need fertilizer to plant crops. If you also have like that spoiled tree that's in the atomic shop here. If I can find it here again. We just went through it there this past Tuesday. Let's see here. Oh, maybe I went through it too fast. All right, there. Yeah, the spoiled apple tree. This guy here will also collect fertilizer. Well, he'll collect spoiled fruit, but then you scrap it to give you fertilizer. All right, so another type of camp resource. I think if our memory serves me correctly, when I bought it there, 2024, it was like 500 atoms, I think it was. But yeah. Now we can find fertilizer if you do the daily quest up here at the pumpkin house. If you speak with Jack, you guys see me do that one all the time. you will get radioactive seeds, okay? And when you scrap those radioactive seeds, you actually get fertilizer from them, okay? And another great spot is right down here in the forest. It is called Wixon Homestead. So let's pop over here today. Okay. Now this is probably still one of the best spots for fertilizer here today. It's nice and easy. It's low level. There's just a couple scorched around. It's just down the road from Vault 76, which is a free fast travel. All you do is just go right in this little garage here. We have these bags of fertilizer. And as you can see, one bag of fertilizer gives us 4 fertilizer and 1 acid, which is pretty awesome. If you're also looking for acid, bags of fertilizer is where it's at. All right, so there's a couple bags there. That's probably all that we need. Let's go ahead and scrap them here. Oh, it's being attacked here by a couple scorch. Oh, just like that. All right. Let's get over here for a second. I think there's more scorched over here, though. Now, you could do it that way. Again, these guys don't usually come after me like that, but I think just how today I had my little light on. It's a little dark in there today. And, of course, we do have another event up here. It is called Dogwood Die-Off. And it'll get you to go after some fertilizer there as well. And it's usually right around the Smith Farm, Becker Farm, for example, okay, or the Granger Farm. And you'll have to kind of go around and collect some fertilizer there as well, and that also counts, all right? All right, let's see what's next here. Let's go ahead, kill the Scorched. Let's finish this one here off. So we can find Scorched in many, many great places around the wasteland. We all know, the most popular places like the Camden Parks right down here, the Tyler County Fairgrounds, Wavy Willard Water Parks over here, even up here, Palace of the Winding Path, just to name a couple. Right down through here, the Somerville's Dock, Somerville's Dam. And again, if you're a brand new character, we all know those most popular spots, but you can go on servers, like if it's an older server with like a lot of people on it, it is possible you can go to those maybe few places that you know, and they'd be cleaned right out, right? They'd be cleared right out, and you'll either have the server hop, but there are videos on my channel. They're called Spooky Locations for Spooky Scorched, or Locations for Festive Scorched. And I just made new videos there this past year in 2024, and they're all time-stamped. I think both videos will give you like 21 or so locations, and that's just in case you're having a really hard time getting frustrated. You can still utilize those videos. That's the way I kind of designed them, so you can kind of use them at any time, even though it's not that time of year that we're looking for Spooky Scorched or Festive Scorched. You can still utilize those videos, okay? Looking for Scorched if you're new to the game, more so, okay? And of course, right here, good old Wixon Homestead is just one of those spots. Let's go ahead here. Let's lock and load here first of all. Jeepers. I don't think we're going to find all 10 here, but oh, and again, you can use a couple grenades if you so wish. Nothing real special. He's like, oh, there's a fire in there. Who started that fire? That's a big oil fire right there. Not going to bother going in there. Okay. Yeah, right on. Oh, we hear another Scorched around there. There we go. I think for the most part, that's pretty much it for here. That's still not too bad, though. 7 altogether. That's a lot more than I was expecting. Expecting more like 5. But that's good. Okay. So that's that spot there. Let's go somewhere else. We'll go up here to good old Tyler County Fairgrounds. And we'll finish it off, shall we? I usually like to kind of go to places where I don't have to fast travel, but seeing how we were there, right in there, kind of being annoying, and we were just there for the fertilizer, and might as well make them pay a little bit. just an insect, Jim. Right, there we go. Oh, don't have enough juice there. Alright, good stuff. Easy. Right, let's get our sneak on here. What's next? Let's finish this off here. Kill insects 5. Many great spots where you can find insects in and around the wasteland. One of the best spots is up here at Aaronhold Homestead. Not at Aaronhold Homestead itself, but just to the south we have that huge field, okay? And there are also some beehives there with the bee swarms. And each bee swarm is also considered an insect as well. And when you pick honey out of a beehive, there's usually, I would say, 80% chance there'll be a bee swarm that pops out. And you can just do it that way. So I think the most we ever got up here at one time was 19 insects. It was a really good spot. Right down here, New River Gorge Resort. There's probably, I would say, about maybe 6 to 8 bloodflies around. Really good spot there as well. The upper level of the New River Gorge Bridge, so you can either spawn on the east side or the west side. Just make your way to the top section, and you'll come across maybe 4 insects along there. There'll be some insects here and around the giant teapot. Sometimes the game likes to switch them out with ghouls. But we will find some insects in around the house as well. Now, if you do the public event that happens here at Camp Adams, again, there'll be all kinds of insects that show up for that as well. Rad roaches. We have a bunch of rad roaches right over here at Abby's bunker. Right on the inside, I would say about 5 of them or so. Oh, went down a little too far there, Jim. Right in between the Big B's rest stop and the treetops, there'll be some insects in around there as well. Right down here at the Shenandoah Visitor Center, there are a bunch of rad roaches down here, like lots of them, and usually half of them are glowing, which is pretty decent as well. So many great spots where you can find insects in around the game. Let's go down here to the Shenandoah Visitor Center. We haven't been down here in a little while, so let's check it out. All right. And again, this is a pretty good spot. There's just rad roaches in around here of various degrees. There we go. Now down here in the Skyline Valley region, the trading post is considered a free fast travel once when you discover it, okay? So another rad roach there, as you can see. There's a couple of them that are kind of moving around up here, as you can see as well. And as you can see, a lot of them are glowing. So that's pretty good. It's a nice little spot, actually. Real nice spot. Oh, another one over there we missed. He just woke up. Oh, no, he's over there cleaning himself, so he's having a good time there. What's next? Go ahead and kill some Super Mutants 5, alright? So we can find Super Mutants all around the wasteland. In terms of the forest area, these are probably the first Super Mutants you ever come across. It's right up here at the north kind of a lookout. There's only about maybe 2 or 3 there, as well as some floaters. Right up here in Grafton. In around the courtyard of the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Of course, we have good old Grafton Dam, and anytime you have Manhunt going on, there's always a couple more Super Mutants that show up. All kinds of them here at Grafton Steel, like all kinds of them. New Gad. Wade Airport. Looking for a little bit more of a challenge. We do have good old West Tech inside and outside. We have good old Huntersville. And we have usually on the back side of Harper's Ferry, there'll be some Super Mutants there as well. And at the General Steakhouse, all kinds of great options there. Skyline Valley region, again the Grindstone Arch. And we have Research Site Saxony. So seeing how we're down here, let's go to the Grindstone Arch here today, just to kind of change things up. You know, kind of go ahead and spread our love with our Gauss rifle around the wasteland, not just 1 or 2 spots. Let's lock and load first off. Now, there should be 5 of them here. And usually on the top will be a behemoth. Let's go ahead and we're going to try this behemoth first. He's just a big super mutant, is all he is. Let's get his leg here, because usually he likes to kind of do like a little power attack. He's all crippled up. He's all gimped up there now. Look at that thing. I'm gonna get you. Burp. As you see there we go. Kill a super mutant. Done. So those behemoths are considered super mutants in the game. Now, saying that, excuse me, saying that, I'm having a little rough time with my acid reflux here today, and I apologize. Now, saying that, there is a challenge that we get where we have to cripple a super mutant. If you try to cripple this guy, and like, you know you're crippling him, just like what I just showed you right there, how I was just kind of aiming for the left leg, and he could barely walk. It will not count as cripple a super mutant when you cripple this behemoth. But if you kill a behemoth for kill a super mutant daily challenge, it does count. So it doesn't make any sense at all. But I just want to kind of make that little note there. Oh wow, look at this stuff this guy has on him. Nice. All right, let's turn our light off here. Get down on this little bridge. There we go. Done, just like that. Sweet. The Super Mutant 5 for 5. And I wanted to show you how the behemoth counts there, okay? And that's actually a spawn point for a behemoth. It's just on the top side of the grindstone arch. Alright, what's next here? Let's go ahead. We're going to go back to our camp here real quick. Okay, we are back at our camp here. Let's go ahead. All right. Let's take a look at this next one here. Collect Stimpaks or Chems 5. So again, Stimpaks, I find human enemies are the best source of Stimpaks, like cultists, blood eagles, communists, okay? Now, I'm not saying every human will have Stimpaks on them, but in my gameplay, you guys have seen enough. It seems like every second one does, even sometimes 2 or 3. Of course, we have communists down here at Camp Liberty. And around the forest area, we have this type of icon here for blood eagles. This type of icon here for cultists, I should say. Right down here, one of the few exceptions, that of course, Point Pleasant will have all kinds of cultists down here. Now, if you guys remember back in, I think it was 2023, or maybe even early 2024, I think we found about 30 chems in this area. And that's including the Stimpaks off the cultists that are there. Usually there's about 20 cultists that are around. So it was a really good haul. Really good haul. Sometimes we can find Stimpaks and chems around the Gilman Lumber Mill. And around the Morgantown Airport, like the big runway going towards the quarantine zone for collision course. And even on the arrival side, on the outside of the building, there's usually a bunch of chems through there as well. Now, in terms of Rat Away and Rat X, we can usually get them off of ghouls. We have the upper lower parking lot just west of Vault 76. About 5 or 6 of them here at the Alpine River Cabins. Just wandering the streets of Morgantown, you come across little patches of ghouls, about 4 to 6 of them every block and a half or so we can get Rat Away and Rat X that way. Eastern Regional Penitentiary, pretty good spot there as well. Lower section of Clarksburg going over towards the Clarksburg Shooting Club. Right down here, Charleston Capitol Building, the DMV building. Good old Lewisburg. So many great spots we could find ghouls, Radaway, Rad-X, and of course just human settlements in general. Like as I mentioned, just using this as an example. Blood Eagle areas, and then cultist areas just laying around in general, okay? And of course we have good old Blood Eagle Alley that starts down here. The Sludge Works kind of makes its way up through here to the kill box. Keep going along here, more of these Blood Eagle icons here. There we go. Alright, another thing you can do is you can also buy chems from other players' vendors. You can buy chems off of traveling merchants that visit your camp. There are some... a vendor right down here at the White Spring Mall, so you go to the north entrance. It takes you right down to the mall. You can use the front entrance as well if you so wish. It's just an additional loading screen. Now also here at most train stations, and right here at Nuka World on Tour, down here at the trading post, they have these medical supply vendors, and we can buy chems at the end of the day. So if you're having a hard time, you can actually buy them at the end of the day. And you can also craft your own. There's all kinds of options here. You can also craft your own at a chemistry workbench. So in case you don't have a chemistry workbench and you're brand new to the game, you do get this workbench planned very early on in game, right from Vault 76. Most people come down here to Flatwoods, they go to the tavern, they interact with the little kiosks that are there, where you become a responder. They're probably the first 2 little quests that you ever do in the game. And at the end, you'll get yourself a chemistry workbench plan. There's also a workbench plan on the floor next to the chemistry station, right in the Morgantown station. Alright, it's just an FYI there. It's usually right on the floor. I would say 80% of the time I go there, it's sitting there. Alright, so there's many great ways we can do this. Alright, so let's do the medical dispenser way, just to kind of show you guys that. Let's go to Charleston Station here, and any random station. Now the thing with the medical dispensers is it will cost you caps, and their inventories are all tied together. So if you clean one out, they're all cleaned out. Okay? Let's go ahead here. Here's this medical dispenser here. And let's just go ahead. We're going to buy some stuff here. Let's buy some Radaway. And we'll buy a Stimpak. Just like that. See that? Black Stimpaks are for chems. I more so just kind of want to show you how you can buy them at the end of the day and how it counts, okay? But if you have a little bit more extra time, you can definitely go to maybe like Point Pleasant, as I mentioned. It's probably the best spot. Alright, what is next? Eat a meat-based meal, 10. Okay, so we do have camp resources that will give us meat-based meals. But we also do it the old-fashioned way, and we can get some meat on our own. And we can go after some insects, which I already kind of explained. We can go after some Mirelurks. We can go after some Brahmin. But one of the best spots is right down here through Flatwoods. We're actually going to start up here at the Green Country Lodge here this time. Now, I usually like to kind of showcase Flatwoods because it's good for all levels, especially, you know, the extremely low-level people, right? So we're going to head up this way here. And usually right up on this hill, there's usually some animals that are up here. They haven't really spawned in, but there's about a couple mongrels up here. Alright, so let's go ahead. Now, if you are a new player to the game, you might be thinking, okay, I don't have any recipes, so I have to go and buy them or find them. No, all you have to do is, like this mongrel dog meat, for example, as soon as you pick up that, you'll learn a simple recipe automatically, right? And then same thing with this rat steak yearling, this rat steak meat sitting here. As soon as you pick that up, you'll learn a rat steak steak, okay? So just in this one tiny little location itself, great spot. So that was 2, 4, 6, 7. Just right here. Right now, of course, this place is good for Brahmin. There's about 9 Brahmin right inside Flatwoods, but we went after them just the other day. We got some mole rats up here. We have Mr. Opossum over there. Pick up some mole rat meat. And again, you're going to learn a simple recipe. Huh. A possum. You don't pick the intestine up, though.
Building this place up is hard work.
Oh, look at that. Nice. And of course, there are a couple of rad roaches in his little bus stop here. Rad roach meat. Just an example. There's usually another one on the other side there by that down machine there. And of course, Brahmin. But we have enough meat on us now. But, you know, the 3 Brahmin that are right here. Just out back of the tavern, we have 2 more Brahmin. And right there. There's one right there we just passed. Almost passed. There's a possum there. Another opossum. Brahmin, all 3. There's about 4 of them through here. Alright? So let's head back to our camp and we will cook these things up. And I would say this is probably one of the best spots for meat. Nice, quick, and easy, you know. All right. Let's go to our cooking station here. And again, as soon as you pick up that meat, very similar to when you're harvesting crops. So when you pick up corn, you learn corn soup. When you pick up razor grain, you learn razor grain soup, razor grain flour, etc., etc. Let's go to all food. There we go. We got some awesome opossum bacon. Again, a simple recipe you learn by picking up opossum meat. Grilled rad roach, you learn from picking up rad roach meat automatically. Grilled rat steak, you learn from picking up rat steak meat. Mole rat chunks, you learn from picking up mole rat meat. Mutt chops, you learn from picking up mongrel dog meat. As you can see, they're just like really, they're just simple recipes, eh? All right. Now, if you have a couple of camp resources, I don't have them out right now, but we did kind of go through it a little bit there yesterday. Let's go to our resource tab here, and this is more so for the returning folk. We do have this rat steak dressing station. It will collect 5 rat steak meat passively while you play the game. And this one a little bit further down, we just got this. This is the newer one that we just got last year. It is the Thrasher field dressing station. Now, he will collect various types of meat altogether, and quite a bit, actually. I think it's like 10 or 12 different types of meat, like all the meat available in game, all right? So I would say this one here is probably the best bet if this one ever comes on sale in the Atomic Shop. And this is just to save you time, all right? Now, going to that, we do have camp resources that will not only collect meat, but cook it at the same time. It's this Mylark steamer. We also have, I don't think I have it in here. No, I don't. It is the Deathclaw Slow Cooker. This guy right here, he will also collect meat and cook it at the same time. And of course, we have a Pemmican Collector, which we got back in Season 17 Season Pass. Now, I did ask to get the question the other day, is will we ever get this back? And I would say yes. Sometimes Bethesda does bring things back. It's just a matter of when. But again, pemmican is considered a meat-based meal, and it is cooked. Okay, so just an FYI. And that was the one that was in Season 17 Season Pass. Alright, so we have pemmican on us. Let's collect something out of here just to show you how it counts. Mylark jerky, there we go. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a herbivore mutation, okay? Don't waste a reroll. You'll still be able to complete this, and it will count. And very similar if it says eat a plant-based meal and you're a carnivore mutation like myself, it still counts, okay? Because they're just daily challenges. Even though we know they're not going to benefit us in any way, we're just doing daily challenges here, okay? Or weekly challenges, what have you. All right, let's go to our inventory here. Let's start off with the Mylark jerky, which we got from our Mylark steamer, which again collects meat and cooks it at the same time. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that counts. All right, we got some mutton chops. We get the old-fashioned way. Mole rat chunks, grilled rat steak, grilled rat roach, awesome opossum bacon. Good stuff. Let's go down here to some pemmican. Where is it here? There we go. Go back down here and we'll finish it off here. Here we go. Eat a meat-based meal, 10 for 10, done. Just like that. Simple. Easy. Try to give you as many options as possible. But if you do have camp resources like this Mylark steamer or that Deathclaw slow cooker or even that pemmican collector, that's all you really need. You don't need all three. I'm just a huge fan of camp resources, and I like to kind of give people options when I do these videos. Just, I just want to be able to have them, right? Just to give people their options, right, as much as possible. Okay, I think we have one left. This is the best build camp one. Okay, let's take a look here. We are on a private server, but as we do know that there are best build camps that will show up on these servers. I don't see anything. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go to a public one. All right, now sometimes it depends on the server that you're on. You can get on a server and there's just nothing. Jeez, get out of this little corner here. And there's just nothing going on. And that server could be fairly new. So if you ever get on a new server and there's no best builds, that means that server is fairly new. So instead of waiting, probably your best bet is just a server hop until you get to a server, until you find one, okay? Let's take a look at this one right here. Perfect. So again, this is the best build camp 1. We have one right here. Let's go. We're just going to fast travel over there. Now you can utilize the free fast travels in game, of course, when you discover them. Nothing wrong with that, to save a few caps, whatever you want to do in your game. And all we have to do is visit it. Oh, nice. I think we've been here before, actually. Oh, nice little Halloween camp. Nice. Love it. Wow. Oh, sweet. Nice. Huh. Oh, we have Buddy here. What's his name?
So make sure you don't.
Yeah, I can't remember his name now. Something berry? Tart berry? I don't know. Huh. Nice. This is pretty sharp. I like this. Huh. All right. Let's head back to our camp, and we'll go over weapon of the day. I'm forgetting where I'm putting this thing. Go. All right. Weapon of the day. First off, we are done. Nice. Nice, easy score. 50% boost. Love it. Weapon of the day. Quad Night Terror Suppressed Gauss Rifle. Plus 300% ammo capacity. Plus 50% chance to hit targets and VATS. Minus 25% action point cost. Plus 40% armor penetration. Bullets explode for 15% weapon damage. It is a quad VATS enhanced, VATS optimized weapon. True shielded barrel, true stock perforating capacitors, long scope, suppressor, and this awesome looking Night Terror paint. It does 288 damage, takes 2mm EC ammo, which is very heavy, and it is charging, which most of you guys can tell when I'm firing it. Now, if you've never used a Gauss rifle before, once when you get into the gold bullion, I highly recommend it. You just try one out. You owe it to yourself just to try one, even with no, legendary effects on it. Just try it out and see how you like it. Because this guy here, if you get a nice one like this one, it's a real beast. It sure is. Okay, and of course, it's just acts just like any old single shot rifle. So if we go under our perk cards here, under perception we have rifleman. Expert Rifleman, Master Rifleman, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, these random luck cards which you see being activated randomly when they're being activated. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me, they all stay the same. I've had these for quite some time, I'm very happy with them. They treated me well and they're all maxed out. Yeah, so there you guys go. Again, I apologize, my acid reflux, as most of you know, I have for a very long time. Sometimes it's subdued, but other times, just for whatever reason, it just starts flaring up. And you know, I think this room that I'm in is just a little too warm. Maybe this is what's doing it, but I don't know. So if you did hear me struggling a little bit, I'm okay. But yeah, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.